All right. Little Scott Bloodsworth there in the background. You're watching the Thunder Walrus show as we stream live. Hopefully the video is a little bit better, a little bit clearer. The audio should be a little better. We're about to launch the Thunder Walrus show on the Walrus Radio Network. You're watching the live video feed here from the Medieval Custom Cycles studio in Street, Maryland. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Moonshine will be coming up here in a few minutes. We'll get the radio program going. You'll get to see everything. The off-air antics when we go to music break, and you'll get to hear everything. Hopefully we've got the local music with no copyright infringement issues on there, so we won't have any problems about getting kicked off of YouTube. The live video stream is running smoothly. Thank you again, Dustin Hinchy, for another afternoon of helping us out and keeping us on the air here. I hope you're enjoying it. I'll give you some more Scott Bloodsworth here as we turn the studio back on. All right, boys and girls, that's the intro. A little moonshine to get us started. Make sure I click this down the manual.
Rolling down the highway of life, just a gypsy with a full tank of gas. Not sure where my next meal's from.
There, just so that background, that music's a little more backgroundish, not so loud here in my ear. We're on manual, we're ready to go. All I gotta do is launch the microphones, bring up my news stories here. Mega Millions numbers and all that good stuff. For you guys listening or watching on the video stream, this dude's name is Joe Cantonese. Goes by Joe Cat out of Athens, Georgia. Met him up at Gettysburg Bike Week 2-3 years ago. Pam and I met him and his little lovely girlfriend. He's actually from Gettysburg, but he lives in Athens, Georgia now. And just fell in love with him, man. Love his style, just an acoustic guitar and raw voice out there singing. Does a great job. Look him up on Facebook. He's got a lot of original music, but he also does some cool cover stuff of some of the Grateful Dead songs. The Devil Is a Friend of Mine is one. Be sure and check him out. Joe Cat, Joe Cantonese. I think it's C-A-N-T-O-N-E-S-E, Cantonese. Sounds about right? Not sure. Don't tell him I said that. You don't have to spell Yarch either, so don't worry about it. I guess this link is what I have to share. I'm going to share it. I hope it works. It'll probably send everybody to my Good morning, Walrus Nation. You're listening to the Thunder Walrus Show and watching the live video stream from here at the Medieval Custom Cycle Studio in Street, Maryland. Thank you to Rick Stevenson and Medieval Custom Cycles for their sponsorship. They've taken very good care of us ever since we got together over a year ago, and now we're broadcasting live each and every day and live video stream from here at the studio. Thanks to Dustin Hinchy yesterday. Came up and worked this video thing out. Yesterday I had video feed but didn't have any sound. Now we have sound, we have video feed. Everything is as it should be. Even have a little better quality sound, a little better quality video. We're running it from the laptop. I hope you had a great Tuesday evening. I did. Got out, spent a little time driving with the nephew last night, trying to get old Tyler Boy's license. And if you see this fly in the camera, please know that it's been driving me nuts all morning long. It will only land on things that I can't swat it on, like the keyboard for both computers, the microphones, things like, I mean, if it would land on my forehead, I would just flat slap, knock myself out trying to kill this little rat bastard, because he's making me crazy. So hopefully he don't drive you too crazy on the video screen. But we're ready to get over the hump on Wednesday. We're going to be ready to slide into the weekend. Pam Pie informed me this morning that the weather is supposed to be gorgeous this weekend. So be sure you find a way to splash a little happy into your happy cup, whether it be some two-wheel therapy by getting some breeze across your knees, a little family gathering of a cookout, hamburgers and hot dogs, or maybe just a weekend getaway. Go find yourself a nice little campsite somewhere, camp out, hang out, have a good time. This fly is really making me nuts. You see this? And so whatever it is that puts a little happiness in your happy cup, be sure you get out and do it. Go check out the Walrus Wonders. Question of the day. What cartoon character would you be if your life was turned into an animated cartoon? Which current cartoon character's life would best exhibit yours? Who would you be? We've had a couple people respond already. Edith Griffith put up Jessica Rabbit, I believe. Miss Charlotte Midnight Rider is very thrilled that Moonshine by Joe Cat is our new opening song. Because of our endeavoring into this video, YouTube has red flags that are embedded in these songs. And when you play them, they set the flags off. And so we are using all homegrown music now to be sure we don't set off any of those red flags, and that we should stay on air. And if you're looking for us on YouTube, Charlotte Midnight Rider says you can't find us. The Thunder Walrus with no spaces. And then space, the Thunder Walrus. I think in the Thunder Walrus has no space. It's just Thunder Walrus. Start typing it in, or go to my YouTube channel, the Thunder Walrus. It's all right there. It's not, you just got to type in the right search thing. The Thunder Walrus. The Thunder Walrus Show is what it is named. You should be able to find it on Google Plus as well. If you're not on Google Plus, you may want to try that out. But you should be able to find it on YouTube. Just go search it, The Thunder Walrus. My channel will come up, and it may take it a second or two to actually hit YouTube because it goes through Google Plus and then links to YouTube. So just bear with me, give it a few minutes. Rick, did you find it over there? Oh, okay, no worries. Sorry about that. The Walrus Wonders question of the day is up. Go post your answers to it. We'll discuss those later. Did you play the Mega Millions numbers? Well, get your tickets out or get a pen ready. I've got your Mega Millions numbers from last night, Tuesday, August the 5th, 2014. If you played the numbers 25, 28, 36, 45, 53, and the Mega Ball was 6, nobody hit the jackpot last night. Rick, you found it? What did you search? Yep. So Charlotte Midnight Rider or anybody else that's having issues finding me, in the search engine on the search window on YouTube, put in Thunder Walrus. It's there. Rick's got it up, and God knows if Rick can find it, you can too. Trust me. Yeah, right? Absolutely. So we're live on air. Everything seems to be going pretty well. I should calm down. I'm a little tense. I'm a little nervous here, jumping back and forth, checking out to make sure we've got one viewer so that we know Rick's found it. That's very cool. Glad of that. And what is going on there? Charlotte Midnight Rider says I found it. She's good now. Yeah, Rick's going to share it on Facebook. I'm sure Pam Pie, Spoo, everybody else will share it too, so that you can get it out there. I put it on my Facebook as well, and I think it took you right to it. So go join us on a Google Hangout on air. You can catch the live stream, or you can just go to the Spreaker link. Go to thunderwalrus.com, click the Listen Live. Go to stripclubchoppers.com, click the radio link there. You can find us anywhere and everywhere. I want to be the like Trailer Park Howard Stern, the king of all trailer park media. You know, Howard Stern says he's the king of all media, or is that who's the late night talk show that's retired? David Letterman. Is it Letterman that says he's the king of all Entertainment. One of them does, but Howard had that claim for a while when he was back syndicated on FM stations. As soon as he would hit the number one slot in the big city like Philadelphia or DC, he would go just throw one hell of a party right there. And so every time I take over another trailer park that somebody gets internet and is listening to me, I want to go throw a party in the trailer park. How's that sound? You think we could have fun doing that? Sure, I hate to say it, I've had fun at funerals. I'm not going to mention whose funeral it was, but I mean, I've had some fun at a funeral. I've also tasted some good food in my life. I've had the opportunity to taste some very, very decadent desserts. I've had the opportunity to taste some of the best down-home Southern cooking. I've actually had some of the best original cookies, things that you've never would imagine being put together and thought, wow, that is a really good cookie. But I never, in all of my travels or in any of the food I have tasted, thought, my God, this is so good I would kill over it. But apparently, Chips Ahoy cookies are apparently that good. We traveled to Decatur, Georgia, when Alan M. Hall, 49, when Alan M. Hall's 49-year-old female roommate, now this chick is 49 years old, she is the roommate of Mr. Alan Hall, she ate 3 of his Chips Ahoy cookies that apparently sent him into a frenzy which almost resulted in her death. Now, the woman is 49, she is married, and Hall, who is 23, apparently rents a room from these people. He threatened to kill his roommate when he discovered she ate the cookies for breakfast. At first, the roommate thought he was joking. But after repeating the threats, Hall attacked her and said said in an affidavit by Decatur Patrol Officer Joseph Kitch. The incident occurred about 10:15 a.m. Wednesday. This was last week, in a house on the 400 block of East Garfield Avenue, where Hall and the roommate had separate bedrooms. The victim said she was dressing in a bathroom when Hall started pounding on the door, threatening to kill her. It didn't seem to bother her. I don't know how often you threw out death threats to roommates, when and if you ever had any, but because she didn't take the threat seriously, she opened the door and told him, if you're going to kill me, then go ahead. That's what the victim later told police, because upon that response, Hall shocked her with his violent response to her go ahead. Allen grabbed her around the throat. He put with both hands, choking her, threw her down in the tub, she told police, according to the affidavit. She hit the back of her head on the tub, and that caused a knot on her head. Hall then got on top of her and strangled her to the point she couldn't speak and was having some difficulty breathing. The victim's husband and landlady both arrived on the scene and had to pull Allen off of her. Yeah, man, I mean, those were apparently some damn good cookies if he fell off into a violent rage of that magnitude over 3 damn Chips Ahoy cookies. The victim's husband and landlady both arrived on the scene. They were pulling him off. She later told police she believed Allen would have killed her if her husband and landlady had not been there. Now, the landlady, apparently they all rent this joint then. I don't know what kind of freaking Peyton Place and Taj Mahal they got running down there, but the husband and wife live in this place. They rent it. They have a 23-year-old roommate who has a separate bedroom, and his Chips Ahoy, I guess when you're jonesing for a Chips Ahoy, maybe he had already got up that morning and wake and baked, and you know, he was ready to have some Chips Ahoy and milk, and he was just all ready. And bam, no more Chips Ahoy because of his greedy little roommate. The landlady told police she was in the dining room when she heard the commotion coming from the bathroom. When she arrived on the scene, Hall was on top of her in the tub with his hands around her neck and appeared to be squeezing as hard as he could. When the landlady yelled for him to stop, he did not relent. So she grabbed one of his arms. Then she and the victim's husband pulled all of her. If she had not been there, she believed Allen would have killed her, the landlady told police. During the police interview, Hall explained the victim told him to kill her, so he charged.
3 damn Chips Ahoy cookies. The victim's husband and landlady both arrived on the scene. They were pulling him off. She later told police...
Background there that I don't necessarily need. But now we're good to go. I'd apparently hit the speaker button on my Internet Explorer, so we're good. That's just crazy. She told me to kill her, so I charged her and just started pounding her head into the tub. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you go ahead and do that, brother. Let me know how that turns out for you, okay? Not so much. We're welcoming you to Getting Over the Hump. This is the Wednesday edition of the Thunder Walrus Show here, broadcasting live from the Medieval Custom Cycle Studios here in Street, Maryland. You catch the live video stream at YouTube. It's been shared a couple of times. Rick has posted it. Charlotte found it. Pam Pie and everybody else. Hopefully they have found it as well. Share it with your friends. Let them know it is the best damn entertainment on the planet, bar none. It is my goal each and every day to put a smile on your face. And we're thankful to our proud sponsors like Medieval Custom Cycles, as well as Crave Media Marketing and Social Media Solutions. Crave Marketing and Social Media Solutions in Daytona, Florida. Kathy has been a big help to us. Also, Hayes Gray Entertainment. Lee Starr and Hayes Gray Entertainment are how you book the Thunder Walrus. Find Hayes Gray Entertainment on Facebook, like their page. And if you need entertainment, from music to MC and host services, DJs, whatever it is you need, Hayes Gray Entertainment has got you covered. We're going to jump off into a little music here. I've got Raw Mojo with Drag coming up. This music break is brought to you by House of Ponchos, Tattoo and Piercing, along with Ray's Concessions. Ray's Concessions out there at Apple Mountain this weekend. When you got that empty spot in your belly, go find Ray's Concessions there at the food vendor area at Apple Mountain. For East Coast Sturgis, you're not allowed to call it that anymore, but I still do. It's the Apple Mountain Motorcycle Rally, formerly known as the East Coast Sturgis. When you're out that way, stop by Ray's Concessions, and if you see old Poncho Man, let him know the Thunder Walrus misses him. This is Drag by Raw Mojo. Good morning, Walrus Nation. And for those of you on the live video stream, catch and enjoy a little Raw Mojo here. We take a little break. I catch a breath and grab me a cup of water, guys.
What is the thing too young to die? Oh, set me.
That was Raw Mojo with Drag, and then I got a little Sean Dino from North Carolina with Peace of Mind. We'll be back with the best damn entertainment on the planet momentarily. You're listening to the Thunder Walrus Show here on the Walrus Radio Network. All right, I got a couple minutes, boys and girls. I'm going to grab that cup of water. Y'all sit tight. We'll be right back. Enjoy the peace of mind. I lost a viewer. That's nice. That makes you feel good. Rejection's always the best. Share the live video stream. We've got it worked out. Looks like we got Medieval Custom Cycles Lounge right over our shoulder, just like we need it. A little easy rider there above the head. Yeah, cool little studio, and then this crazy little skull guy over my shoulder. What an environment we have created here for your entertainment value. It is the Thunder Walrus Show. I'm loving this. I hope you're loving it. I hope you're sharing it. I hope you're telling your friends, family, hell, tell even people you don't like about it. We want to, if they don't want to be entertained, well, then we can irritate them. How's that? Don't you think that's best? I do. They always told me if you can't baffle them with brains, buffalo them with BS, and if you can't make them smile, irritate them to the point where they listen or watch just to see what they're going to do next. I think that's what I have kind of digressed to, that I will always go with that. Just keep them irritated. They'll watch what you, wait to see what you do next. This next story in Pittsburgh, you're going to love this. For those watching the video stream, chick steals a car. Problem is she steals a cop car. It's got 2 cops still in it. Needless to say, she's a little drunk. I'll give you the details here as we come up. Good morning, Walrus Nation. You're listening to the Thunder Walrus Show here on the Walrus Radio Network, as well as the live video stream on Google Hangouts on air via Google Plus and broadcast simulcast on YouTube. Thanks for joining in. This next segment takes us to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A woman was arrested early Saturday morning after she allegedly tried to steal an occupied but yet unmarked police car. She was in the Strip District downtown, authorities said. Rhea Buford, 32, is accused of attempting to steal the police car shortly after 2 a.m. while 2 officers were inside the vehicle, which was idling outside a club on Smallman Street. Apparently, one of the officers received a phone call. He pulled over, stepped out of the vehicle to have the private conversation while the other two officers were inside. The woman just proceeded to walk up and get into the car. The officer said he yelled, "Pittsburgh police, get out of the vehicle now. You're under arrest." Buford remained in the running car while her hands were on the steering wheel, the complaint stated. She told the officer that she was going to take the car and drive it over to her car because she didn't want to walk that far. When Buford refused to exit the vehicle, one of the officers went to the driver's side and reached in for her left arm in order to remove her. That's when an unidentified man placed both hands on the officer's chest, gripped his shirt, and told the officer not to put his hands on Buford, the complaint said. The unidentified man was then tackled to the ground by the officer he was placed in handcuffs after a brief struggle. Buford was taken into custody. She was charged with robbery of a motor vehicle, disorderly conduct, and public drunkenness. Tell them what she's won, Johnny. How do you get into a police car and no matter how drunk you are, not realize it's a police car, especially while there's two cops in it? I mean, they're tricked out, fixed up. They've usually got a laptop computer sitting there. I mean, not that I've seen movies. I've seen TV. I've never been, don't jump to conclusions and judge me. All right, so maybe, I have had the opportunity to be given a ride by a very kind police officer who felt more comfortable with me being in restraints like handcuffs. I'm just possibly, but there's a computer in there, a metal cage separating you and the suspect's area of the car, which is the back seat. There's usually a lot of radios and lights and possibly even a nightstick clamp to the dashboard and those. I mean, there should have been some real telltale signs that you were getting in to a law enforcement car, or what even made you believe that it was okay just to jump in a car and drive it to your car? Hey, here's a car. I've had a little bit to drink. It's a long walk. They probably won't mind. Yeah, no, I'm not so sure that is exactly how that little train of thought would go in the individual's mind who owned the car, especially when they're yelling at you. Pittsburgh police, get out of the car, you're under arrest. When you're in their car. Usually when police officers have to arrest you, they have to get you out of their car, or out of your car, to put you in their car. This lady was so on top of things, she went ahead and got in the driver's seat. Now they've got to get her out of their car to arrest her to put her back into their car. What's the irony of that? How funny is that? I think it's awesome. You're listening to the Thunder Walrus Show here on the Walrus Radio Network. Don't forget, the wiggle is your tool to shake off the negativity. It is just an outward expression of an inward change. It's really all about your mindset and focus, keeping that attitude positive, keeping that happy cup full, and the wiggle is just a little way to help keep that happening. Yep, the wiggle is what you do. You wiggle like that little puppy dog that just got a bath or maybe got caught playing in a puddle that he should have never been in. Yeah, wiggle just like that little puppy would if he was all wet and didn't want to be. Shake the negativity off your life, just like that puppy dog does with the water. And then you can get a better and clearer view of the happy and positive things in your life. That's what we want to do. We want to make you realize that, you know what? Life is all about what you make it. The world can be full of negativity. The world can be full of unhappiness and sadness, but you have a choice each and every day. You can wake up and be happy. You can choose to be positive, or you can be grouchy, grumpy, and mean. Charlotte Midnight Rider's answer to the Walrus Wonders question of the day was grumpy. What cartoon character will you be? Well, Char, I got news for you, sugar. It's a choice. You choose to listen to this radio show every day. I don't know how you can choose to be unhappy and grumpy. Put a smile on that pretty face, darling. If you're looking at me on YouTube, wow, there's a kiss for you. Smile, we love you. And even though I cut my hair off, I appreciate you still supporting me and following me, even though I'm no longer the long-haired, rebellious hippie you once loved me for being. We appreciate you tuning in. Get your wiggle on if you need to. Choose to be happy today. Choose to splash a little happiness into your happy cup. And if you're one of those fortunate ones whose happy cup is full to the rim and running over, be sure you share a little happiness with somebody else. Do something to put a smile on someone else's face today. It'll go a very, very long way. What do I got coming up for you next? I got some Stan Bush on my own. You're listening to the Thunder Walrus Show. Good morning, Walrus Nation. I really thought I had the question and answer thing set up on this, the question and answer set up on this video chat, y'all. I really was hoping that I could chat with whoever was on with me, but apparently I did not get that activated. Maybe. Oh, it says opening, downloading app. Okay, let's see what happens. We're still broadcasting, so just bear with me here. I'm gonna see if I can open this question and answer app that is part of the Google Plus Hangouts. It looks like it's loading for me. Wow, this will be cool. Hopefully it doesn't shut the broadcast off. If it does, or if it has to restart and it does disconnect, just refresh your page, y'all. So if you lose me, refresh your page. I'm still here. We're trying to get the question and answer app. Yes, and of course, Dustin, I'm doing this while I'm on the air. Couldn't have thought about this yesterday. Hey, you know, one step at a time. We got the video going. We got the audio going. We're doing well. We've got a clearer picture. Everything is as it should be. The music's streaming. We're doing great. And of course, then I had to jump in here and try to load the question and answer thing. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a new toy for me. I enjoy it. I like it. I like it a lot. So I don't know if or how long it will take that to load, if what I got to do to get it to load. It says it's loading. We'll continue to let it go. I hope you're enjoying the program, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the live video stream. I'm enjoying doing it. It's a little freaky watching myself on this little screen, but I just keep checking it to make sure. You know what I can check and what I haven't checked recently has been my Facebook page, nor have I checked. No, I haven't lost anything. No.
I had called. I called up right now.
Yeah, very good, very good. Rick's got to head out. It looks like your sister's getting on the plane, mi amigo.
Okay.
She's on Google Plus. She's been following me, and she's taking pictures. Deplane. Of course, I shouldn't tell everybody. Well, she just shared that with her friends. I guess that's her getting on the plane. She's flying out of Florida, right? Yeah. We'll have guests. I'll make her come sit on the show tomorrow. She don't know what she's getting into. Good morning, Walrus Nation. You're listening to the Thunder Walrus Show here on the Walrus Radio Network. For those of you viewing live via the video stream on YouTube or Google Plus, thank you for hanging out with us as well. You know what? I need to check on the Spreaker page and see who's chatting with me there. I probably got chats going on there that I never even have checked out yet this morning. I'm rude. I apologize to each and every one. Dustin, problem, the level it was... Okay, Dustin and Spoo are all having their own little conversation on Spreaker about volumes of music and things of that nature. I can control the volume of the music coming over the Google stream because what I have done is turned the speakers down. It was real loud in here, but I believe, get the music to be heard a little louder on the video stream if you would like it, you all, but you'll all have to let me know. Remember, I can't do more than one thing at a time, so you'll have to wait till I go on music break. Our next segment, this is a subject and topic that some people find mildly uncomfortable to talk about, but it is a topic, and it is now a subject of a poll that was taken in New Jersey. We go to Hackensack, New Jersey, and CBS. A new poll suggests New Jersey residents support the idea of allowing the terminally ill to take their own lives with the help of a physician. I remember, God, what was it, back in the 80s, Dr. Kevorkian, or was that the 90s, whatever it was, the doctor who offered up assisted suicides to folks that were terminally ill or had seriously debilitating ailments like Alzheimer's and things of that nature. These people opted to not let nature take its course. They chose to take matters into their own hands. Well, now New Jersey is debating this. New Jersey residents support the idea of allowing the terminally ill to take their own lives with the help of a physician. The Farley Dickinson University Public Mind Poll question comes on the heels of a second attempt in as many years to get so-called death with dignity law on the books. Poll director Krista Jenkins says 51% believe the legislation should pass, 38% believe it should not pass, and we have 11% say they are undecided on this point. Those numbers are close to those released in 2012 when the idea was first proposed. The measure would allow someone with less than 6 months to live a chance to obtain a lethal prescription that they would administer to themselves. The latest survey also suggests 53% of the respondents would like to have the opportunity to make that choice. There are some diseases out there that allowing nature to take its course does seem to be almost inhumane. Right, it's called, Rick hollered in the background, if you didn't hear him, it's called stupid. The idea of taking another person's life mercifully to avoid, and if that person wants it done, here's the problem. You just can't walk into a hospital room and go, this person's suffering, and stick the needle in their neck. No, that's not how it works. We had the sad opportunity to make this decision for our Lexi 2 short weeks ago. It was the right thing to do. It was the graceful and peaceful way to help this pup cross the rainbow bridge. She had lived a very good and long life. She had refused food, refused water, and had given all indications that she was ready to go, and rather than watch her suffer. But yet, why do the people that in our lives, why does society have such a very dark and grim thought process when it comes to humanely ending our human families' lives? I've watched family members suffer. I would have much rather a doctor give them the opportunity to say, I want to say goodbye on my own terms. I want to take this pill and close my eyes in peace, or whatever the fatal prescription they were discussing is. Yes, it does sound grim. And yes, it isn't necessarily a pleasant topic to talk about, but in the reality of the situation, watching your loved ones suffer is also not pleasant. First-hand experience, my grandmother was passing away. She had many physical ailments, which led to her having a pacemaker. The pacemaker also had a built-in defibrillator because her heart would stop. Well, in death, prior to them coming to turn off, and this was back in the 80s, this was, 25 years ago, things weren't as advanced as they are now. Every time her heart would stop beating, that defibrillator would shock her heart back and it would start to beat again. And it was like the death process was so long and drawn out. And me at the age of 27, I'm coming uncorked. At the time, I'll be honest, I have nothing to hide. At the time, I'm using cocaine heavily in my life. I'm actually dealing drugs then in my life. My grandmother, who was the only rock and real structure in my life, is laying there dying in front of me. And I'm coming off the frame because every time we think she's drawn her last breath, that damn defibrillator goes off. Now, of course, I pulled my normal antics and throwed a bunch of big fit, and eventually the heart just wouldn't restart. There was enough life left in her that when it hit her, eventually the heart just didn't restart and the defibrillator was no longer effective. The fact of the matter is that if somebody, we could have said, turn the defibrillator off, even that type of thing, not even give her a fatal concoction, just let nature take its course, and yet this defibrillator kept shocking her back. So that was difficult to watch. A more humane exit from this life, people in New Jersey say they want the opportunity, or at least to have the choice, whether they choose to do it or not. That'll be up to them. They say they do want the choice, though. Over 50% say it. 11% are undecided, with 38% reporting it should not pass. Even with the other 11%, that's only 49. Even if all 11% of undecideds went with no, we don't want it, the majority says we do. And isn't that how a democracy works? Or it's supposed to, anyway. You're listening to the Thunder Walrus Show here on the Walrus Radio Network. You're also watching the live video stream on YouTube and Google+. We appreciate all of those who have helped make this happen. First and foremost, we got to give a shout out to Medieval Custom Cycles. Rick Stevenson and Medieval Custom Cycles are here to give your two wheels the therapy it needs so that you can continue to get the therapy you need. Every time you hit the button, you want it to fire up and run like she should. Well, Rick's the guy that can make that happen for you. He's got 120 certifications. He's a graduate from the Motorcycle Mechanics Institute in Phoenix, Arizona. He's a Harley certified mechanic and probably one of the only few Harley certified mechanics not currently working for Harley Davidson or another dealership. So come by Medieval Custom Cycles in Street, Maryland. It's a 3235 Conowingo Road. You can give them a call at 410-457-5500. Come by in the morning. You can also be the next special guest of the Walrus Show here on Walrus Radio Network. Come by, say hi, tell your friends. And if you've got custom fabrication you need done, or you want a custom bike build, you need to talk to Rick. You think a custom bike is not nowhere near as expensive as some people make it seem to be. We can give you a high quality custom bike, probably for under $10,000. Rick and Medieval Custom Cycles has got it down to a science. He rides what he builds. As a matter of fact, yours truly rides what he builds. He put the pole bike together for us. It's been on display all across the country this year. It's going to be on tour at the Nothing Fancy show coming up in Pennsylvania. Go to Strip Club Choppers, PA, New Jersey, or PANJChoppers.com for more information about that. The summer's still rolling full-fledged. The Thunder Walrus and the Walrus Radio Network, along with Medieval Custom Cycles, have still got a lot of tour dates to fill yet, and we're looking forward to seeing you for all the fall rallies coming up. Nothing Fancy is our next stop. Then it's Ocean City, Maryland for Delmarva Bike Week. That's the September 11th through the 14th, I think, or 11th through the 13th. Whatever day it ends, it ends. But I know we'll be we'll be DJing at the Poorhouse on Thursday night, September 11th, as we mark the anniversary of one of the most tragic days in American history. We also kick off Ocean City's Delmarva Bike Week, and we want to throw a party to celebrate both. We want to throw a party to show the rest of the world that you may have sucker punched us, you may have blacked our eye once, but guess what? We're still standing. We're still proud, true, the red, white, and blue, and we're going to be at the Poorhouse in Ocean City, Maryland, on the corners of Baltimore and Wycomico Street, Thursday, September the 11th, to kick off Ocean City Bike Week with Mike Amos and the crew there at the Poorhouse. And then all weekend long, it's me hanging out with the boys from Thunder Roads Magazine, Rhino, myself, and all of them, Hillbilly, Big Head. We'll all be having fun, hosting and entertaining at each and every one of the Thunder Roads Magazine's events for Daytona, for Delmarva Bike Week coming up here in September. So be sure you come by, check us out, and catch us. I've got some Chain Denial, Take Me Alive, I believe it is. Yes, Take Me Alive and Chain Denial. This is the Thunder Walrus Show. Good morning, Walrus Nation. All right, let's see here. Fellas on YouTube. Let's go back to the Walrus Radio Network. Yeah, you won't take me alive, but, would you take me? Would you take me at all? Good morning, Walrus Nation. Would you take me with a cup of tea? Would you take me with a crimpet? Would you take me with a cup of coffee or a shot of espresso? I'll take me with a shot of Jägermeister and a Coors Light, please. That's how I like me. But then again, that's just me. I don't have a whole lot of qualities to offer. I got the ability to talk and I throw a good party. And for me, a good party starts with Jägermeister and a Coors Light, or any combination of adult beverages to help lower the inhibitions a little bit. Here in the Northeast, we spend a lot of time paying money at tolls and going through Easy Passes and checking out Easy Pass accounts to make sure we haven't been overcharged or fined, or clearing up the fact that we actually do have an Easy Pass because we're just fed up with damn toll roads. But a guy who thinks outside the box, my kind of guy, but the problem is he is a British businessman. From the UK, we travel across the Atlantic Ocean, where a British businessman who has grown tired of council works closing off a road near his home has built his own detour and is now charging motorists £2 to use it. Mike Watts, 62, was forced to drive around a section of the A431 between Bath and Bristol because a landslide had closed the road in February. Council works were due to carry on until the end of the year. Not wanting to wait that long, Watts employed his own crew of road workers and built a 365-meter-long bypass in the field next to the road, next to the closed-off section of road. The Kelston Toll Road set up by Mike Watts, charges motorists £2 to bypass roadworks construction site. He spent £150,000 of his own money, so he has now set up a toll booth and is charging cars £2 to drive along his road. And for motorcycles, he's only charging £1. Regular users can buy bulk 12 passes for £12. For £10. That's less than $1 a pass. That's a 50% savings. Motorists can avoid the toll, of course, but it means having to make a 10-mile detour. So most are happy to pay the money. Cars using the 365-meter toll road avoid a 10-mile detour and save a great deal of time. Building a toll road is not as easy, is not an easy everyday thing that people do. And in fact, this is the first private toll road in Britain in at least 100 years. But I have 100% positive response from the public on this. He's saving them time. He's offering a service. And you know what? I don't find a problem with him charging $2. That's a fair to save. Time is money, and he saves you a 10-mile detour when you can cut across a 365-meter pass of his little toll road for $2. He even offers bargain discounts. Buy 12 passes for £10. I'm saying bucks, thinking American money, but realize we're in the UK with this. He's recouping his money. He'll probably use the money to maintain the road. But think about how much tolls have increased. If you travel in the Northeast or live in New Jersey alone, but tolls across the Northeast are becoming more and more ridiculous. And even states like North Carolina have legislation being pushed to try to create tolls in their states for interstate roads. Come on, we pay enough taxes. Why aren't you managing the money you currently have? What you are doing is taking the money you currently have and are spending it in areas you shouldn't have it in. It's simple money management, isn't it? Isn't it poor management of funds and resources when we need this much, but then 5 years later we need this much? If everybody is paying their fair share of taxes, you should never hear the excuses, well, we've had an increase in population. Well, why isn't that population paying their fair share of the taxes? Oh, it's because you keep letting damn illegal immigrants in. That's because of it? Oh. Well, now they want to push them to make them citizens all of a sudden, give them instant citizenship so that they can get them on the books and start collecting taxes from them as well. Well, herein lies my problem with that. You're still wanting more taxes from me, even though you have this huge influx of population that you're trying to streamline through the citizenship process. I like this guy's idea. If folks have pieces of property and you want, I condone it. Build your own toll road. Give people shortcuts. That's what the state's doing to us. They took the land and already charge us for it, tax us in fuel taxes and highway taxes and all this other stuff, emissions testing, and all of this goes to some big pot of money somewhere that they just keep scooping out, and they think that they can keep it full by now charging us tolls to drive on the roads that we already paid taxes to have available to us. Nobody sees this? Okay, just me? Then we'll get back to the entertainment. What do I got next for you? I've got a song. I don't know what it is. It says it's track 5. Let's see what song info says about it. I may be able to tell you who it is. Oh, yes, this is Tim Wiedow with Road Dog. I love that song. You'll love it, too. This is the Thunder Walrus Show on the Walrus Radio Network. Good morning, Walrus Nation. So how we doing, boys and girls? I hope we're doing well. This is Tim Wiedow with Road Dog. take a little break here, enjoy the program. I hope I get some feedback from y'all about how, let me turn this down so I can hear myself think. Love to have some feedback from you guys listening and watching on the video stream. Well, how the video is it too delayed? Is it messed up with the music, blah, blah, blah? Is the music too loud? Is the music too soft? Whatever the case may be, constructive criticism is always appreciated, and I look forward to it. I can only see what I have here in front of me, and I don't know what that does for you guys. So be sure you let me know what you see, what you hear, and if it is all okay or what improvements we can make. Let's check out Facebook, see what's happening there. Oh, Charlotte, what did you say? Love, Britt, love you, hair or no hair at all. And as for Grumpy, if you remember, Grumpy turned out to be quite happy in the end. That's true. You're right, Char. Very true. Very true. Sherry Rose Spar, what did you put up here? Sherry wants to be Tinkerbell. She can pull off Tinkerbell, I believe. I do. All right, now let's see what's happening on the Thunder Walrus Radio Network. Track 5 is good volume. Cool. Should have it squared away now. Should have it. Yes, I talk out loud while I type, people. I'm sorry. You all do it too. You just don't have people watching you while you do it. That's the difference between you and me. I accept my issues. I know I've got problems. Oh, Lord. If you all only knew the half of it. No, you don't. If you knew the half of it, you wouldn't be here with me listening to me. You'd be calling 911, hoping somebody came out to capture me, round me up, and save me from myself. Let's see. We'll put that on Google Plus. Share that with everybody and see what happens. Oh, can I edit that? I want the options menu. Edit post, yes. Let's add the Spreaker channel, www.spreaker.com/user/Walrus. The link will always still be Walrus Attacks because I can't change it. Excuse me while I clear my throat. Hang on while we jump on here and add another song in. That was a little road dog from Tim Weedow. I've got Golden Gate with my safety tested Boston coming up for you. Good morning, Walrus Nation. Yay, and it takes you to the right place. Cool. It still says loading on this question and answer thing. I don't have it. We don't want to draw on anybody. All right, maybe we'll work that question and answer app thing out for tomorrow. That'll be what we work on this afternoon. Rome wasn't built in a day, everybody. Rome wasn't built in a day. Don't go away, everybody. Don't go away. Spread the word. I want people to watch this live video stream. I think it's pretty cool. The music picks up in the background. Hopefully, it picks up effectively. Not sure if it does or doesn't, but feedback, constructive criticism is always greatly appreciated, y'all. So please feel free. All right, we're coming back shortly here, boys and girls. We got 30 seconds. Coming up, we'll be back live on the radio program. Safety tested Boston out of New Hampshire. This is their song, Golden Gate. That's safety tested Boston. Their song Golden Gate. They're actually from New Hampshire. I had the opportunity to interview them once upon a time. That was very cool. And I appreciate their submissions of music that are now helping us stay on our YouTube channel. We don't have any of the copyright and infringement red flags where they kick us off the air and all that good stuff. That allows us to be here. As we head to Reading, Pennsylvania for our next story. This next story of Drug Addicts Are Us is brought to you by Walgreens. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Walgreens, don't do that. A Reading, Pennsylvania man was jailed Monday after allegedly using a package of syringes he didn't pay for because he needed a fix of heroin. He was inside a pharmacy in Center City. James Roberts walked into the Rite Aid pharmacy at 418 Penn Street around 2:40 p.m. On Friday and asked a store employee for a package of syringes. According to police, Roberts then told the employee, "You can call the police," because he wasn't going to pay for the package. Then he proceeded to open it. He opened the package, then grabbed, Quick Clicks Serious Crash Closes Stretch. Oh, wait a minute, that's something else. That was a total different link. I got something mixed in there that I wasn't supposed to have. He opens the package, draws up, gets his heroin out, mixes it with a little water, draws it up, and injects himself right there. The employee then watched Roberts sit down on a chair, proceed to mix 2 packets of heroin with water he had taken from the front of the store and inject the drug into his arm. According to the affidavit of probable cause, Roberts then just sat there and waited for the officers to arrive. Roberts, age 38, was charged with use, possession of drug paraphernalia, disorderly conduct, retail theft, and related offenses. He was committed to the Berks County Jail on $20,000 bail. Why would you take this guy to jail first? You know he has a heroin addiction. This guy he knew everything he did was wrong, but he did everything he could to make sure that he was going to get some help. People today, they need help, and they're afraid to actually ask for it. If it wasn't so demeaning and so embarrassing by society, listen, we have all screwed up. We have all done something. We all have that embarrassing moment in life that we have to own up and fess up to something very humiliating. I have an addiction. I crapped my pants. I don't care what it is. It's all still embarrassing, right? It's humiliating. What do you mean you crapped your pants? I couldn't hold it. I shit myself. Well, okay. Why do we have to make so much fun when it does happen to somebody else? Maybe you haven't been embarrassed enough in your life. Maybe you haven't been humbled enough in your life to know what it's like to be in that position. And drug addicts sometimes end up in very low positions. It's hard enough to look at yourself in the mirror You don't need society or the people that you're going to go ask for help looking at you going, how the hell did you get yourself in this mess? Well, I tried a drug once that was stronger than I thought it was. I made a mistake. And yet, when these folks, this guy did what he did to get help, and yet they put him in jail. If we want to improve our society, let's remember to punish the criminals and to help the cripples. You don't like the word cripple? Well, it's a real word. This guy's weakness has crippled him. His weakness to this drug, his weakness to resisting the addiction. But I've got news for you. I've never met anyone that used heroin that was able to say, yeah, I just tried it once and walked away from it. No. It's one of those scary drugs that if it gets its teeth sunk into you, one little taste, one little bite, that it sinks its teeth into you deep. And it becomes no longer a party favor. It becomes a requirement for you to feel good. That's why they call it medicine. That's why they give you methadone to block those receptors. Heroin is a horrible drug. And people that are on it need serious help to get off of it. And yet they just throw this guy in jail. Not the fact, I'm not disturbed by the fact he walked in there, took a bottle of water. He needed that fix. He was going to do whatever it took to get that fix, and he did. But then when he was done, he cured himself, and now he's ready to take and accept the consequences of his actions. But I'm betting that if given the opportunity to talk to somebody with a real understanding of the mind and what addiction really is, this dude's looking for help, and all he got was a jail cell, and I find that sad. I really do. Yeah, I'm not saying he shouldn't be punished for his crime. Get him help first. Get him the help he needs. Get him squared away where he can learn to get off of this drug and beat this addiction, and in the process, look, you're going to have to serve a little time. You can't go around scaring people like this, terrifying them because of your addiction. It led you to do something that was sad and disturbing and detrimental to others' well-being. So you, sir, got to pay a little bit of a price. I think we should work on that as a society, folks. Drug addiction is a horrible thing. Well, you're a proponent and you advocate the use of marijuana. Yep. For those who want to, I don't know anybody that's addicted to marijuana. I know a lot of people that enjoy it. I know my attitude's a little different when I'm not on it because I'm a little more anxious and a little more edgy, but go take somebody else off of their Valium or their Prozac and watch how they get. But people go through such physical pain when they go through the withdrawals of heroin. They need help. It's a debilitating addiction. They have to have it to function, or they will end up in the fetal position, lying in the floor in cold sweats for about 72 to 96 hours. 94 hours. Or 84 hours, I'm sorry. 4 days, whatever I'm trying to get at. I can't do the damn math in my head for 24 hours. It'd be 96, I'm sorry. I went 12 first and then 20, 22, 12, 24 hours, 74, 96, 94. What's that? What, how stupid I am? Sure, I ain't got enough fingers to get that high. I can't get that. Only got 10, and even if you count them as 10, it doesn't work out well. You'd have to cut one in half. Take your shoes off, yeah. You're listening to the Thunder Walrus Show as we broadcast live from the Medieval Custom Cycles studios here in Street, Maryland. Remember, Medieval Custom Cycles is your one-stop shop for all things two wheels. Custom fabrication, custom builds from the ground up, and even custom paint. Just a little service? Well, hell, we can cover that too. Rick has got 120 certifications. He is a graduate from the Motorcycle Mechanics Institute in Phoenix, Arizona. He is the doctor. He can cure what ails your sled. He'll give it the therapy it needs so you can get the therapy you need when you hit the start button on that bike. Come by Medieval Custom Cycles or give us a call at 410-457-5500. Proud sponsors of the Thunder Walrus Show and the Walrus Radio Network. I've got Left Stronger coming up for you with So Close. And then one of my favorites by a local band here out of Baltimore, Silver Tongue, their song, The Pause. Both of those coming up in this next music break. This music block is brought to you by Crave Marketing and Social Media Solutions. Crave Marketing and Social Media Solutions out of Daytona, Florida. They can help you promote your business, product, or service. Give Kathy a call. Look her up on Facebook. It's Crave Marketing and Social Media Solutions, also proud sponsors of the Thunder Walrus and the Walrus Radio Network. Good morning, Walrus Nation. All right. That question and answer thing never did load, so I don't know how that's working. Apparently. Huh? What's that? On YouTube, no, because I can't get the question and answer loaded. It's not loading. I don't know if it'll load while I'm actually streaming. I'm probably on Google or on YouTube. Yeah, unless you're a member there. I can't see, I don't see. Here's what I see. My question and answer thing here is says it's still loading. I don't see anything, but I can see all of my other chat rooms. Come on, man, go away. The Spreaker, just Billy and Dustin are chatting on this one. I don't have any chats going on here. Rick and Charlotte commented on your video. Oh, yeah, but this is on Google, not on YouTube.
No, it's on YouTube. I'm not on Google.
Oh, well.
Well, you know what I replied to? Google said, yeah. Whole thing's kind of.
Right. It's all intertwined together.
But I'm watching it without being on Google. So if somebody wants to actually just watch the video,
yeah,
then they can respond to your Spreaker or however.
Yeah, there's chat followers everywhere. My God. Between Facebook, Google, and my Spreaker chat room.
Right.
All right, boys and girls, I hope y'all are enjoying the live video stream as you catch Rick and I chatting. Rick should be working on a bike, but no, he's up here hanging out.
I don't make it all appreciated.
Oh, that's right. You're not working on a bike. You're traveling today. Yeah, Vicky, you're on Google and you see Vicky Stevenson. That was her pictures of boarding the plane and being on the plane, and she's making her way here to see her brother and father and everybody else. Somebody else is coming too, ain't they? Your sister's coming? Somebody's driving, somebody's flying.
My mother and my other sister are driving. They just can't be in the same car together for 45 minutes.
Yeah, right on. I get that. I've been there. I know how that goes. Walrus Nation's probably got family members like that too.
Yeah, they did it last year and they want to kill each other. So.
Somebody decided to fly. I got it.
Yeah, but that's kind of not to send her a couple of places for her dog to come up.
Very cool.
Yeah, 3-year-old fast. 12 hours, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's quite a drive. Quite a drive. Oh, for those of you that couldn't read it yesterday, viewing here, look, this is what Pam Pie gave me. Let's see if the light comes in where you can read the top of it. I hope it does. The glare on it a little bit. It says potty break, be back in a minute, with a puppy dog on it, taking a dump. There's a huge glare right in the middle of it. There it goes. Oops, hold down. There it is. That's how Pam Pie hooks me up with little notes for you folks.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Better say that, I got to take it.
Yeah, I'm on the crapper. I'm taking the poop. No, we don't want to do that. Stop it. Yeah, no. We're not installing a camera in the bathroom. Lord God have mercy. Johns Hopkins already went through that with that doctor, man. We don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to see the people using the bathroom in this joint. I mean, not that our customers are bad people, but they're bikers. Not necessarily want the imagery I want burned into my brain.
No,
Yeah, too much scary stuff, and it ain't even 12 o'clock yet. All right, boys and girls, here we're going to come back shortly. Well, guess what? It looks like the poem kicked out. That ain't me. I don't know where, that's what's playing now. The Silver Tongue, the poem jumped out. What did play? Two songs I wasn't at the top of the damn queue. Ah! We'll play it next. Oops. Monkey at the board, boys and girls. That's what happens when you let me in charge. I should just, I just want to be able to talk. I don't want to have to read all this crap and push all these buttons. Too many buttons to push. You have to be too smart to do this. I need smart people around me. But the problem is, anytime I get around smart people, they run away from me because they're smart people. Oh, well, you can't blame them. I'd run from me too. Let's see, what's today? Today is the 6th. Friday is the 8th. That's my little sister's birthday. Yes, I have a little sister. She's 20 or something now. Or is she going to be 20? No, she's 20. 19. I have no idea. She's way younger than me. Hell, she's younger than my children. I don't know how old she is. Good morning, Walrus Nation. You're listening to the Thunder Walrus Show. You're also watching the live video stream of the Thunder Walrus Show here on the Walrus Radio Network. You can find us so many. If you can't find us, you have to be like blind or lost. You ain't looking, because you can find us on Facebook. Look up the Thunder Walrus page, like it. I'm Tim Yarsh. You can friend request me there on Facebook. Twitter, you can find us there. Google Plus, the Thunder Walrus. Oh my goodness, anywhere and everywhere. On YouTube, it's the Thunder Walrus. Go check out the channel. We're streaming live video now on my Thunder Walrus channel. We're broadcasting live on the Walrus Radio Network. I am the king of all trailer park media. I am the Thunder Walrus. That's going to be my new mantra. I am the king of all trailer park media. The Thunder Walrus. Woohoo! As our last story today, it's finally happened. It's finally digressed to that level. You hear everybody talking about the possibilities of concussions in sports today. Many athletes are filing lawsuits against the NHL, the NFL, hell, everything else. They think they can get a concussion, and now it is being talked about like a hot topic subject, so we figured we'd jump on board. But you know me, I've always got to take that little sideways spin and dig. It's Uniontown, Pennsylvania, out near Pittsburgh, where an argument over hazards, I'm talking golfing hazards. Yes, we're on a golf course at a country club during a tournament where it boiled over and came to blows. They started wheeling golf clubs at each other. It was at the Springdale Golf Club in South Union Township. Police said the heated debate happened near Hole 5 on Sunday. We got a call in the clubhouse that somebody got hit in the head with a golf club. We didn't realize it was an altercation. That's according to Joe Gudak, a representative and owner of the golf course. Troopers aren't identifying the suspects beyond saying that one is 42 years old and the other is 63. One of the gentlemen that was involved apparently left. I guarantee it wasn't the dude that got hit in the head. The other gentleman was down on the ground and injured, according to Kudak. Told you it wasn't the guy that got hit that left. Sunday's outing was part of the Fayette County Open Championship, a 4-day, 4-course event featuring dozens of golfers. Gudak said it's embarrassing that the incident happened, and normally it's a peaceful and leisurely course that they play on, and it's usually a leisurely outing, a fundraising event. Nah, somebody took it a little too seriously. See, even golf isn't above. Now they'll have them wearing helmets.
They like that Gilmore one time.
Yeah, right? Now they'll have golfers wearing batting helmets and crap. It's only violent if you're a dick. There's the issue. Don't be a dick, and somebody won't hit you in the head with a golf club. I'm betting it was probably the old man, too. The grouchy old man, the 42-year-old pompous little spoiled-ass brat, probably started running his mouth to the old man, and the old man said, look, we may be on a golf course playing a gentleman's game at a gentleman's club, but you know what? You're a dick. Whack! Smacked him in the skull. I'm just saying that's how I see it going down. That's just my perspective. Walrus Nation, we hope you have a great Wednesday. We hope this show has been a help to get you over the hump and headed into the weekend. It's going to be a great weekend weather-wise. I hope you get out and do something to splash a little happiness into your happy cup. Don't forget the wiggle. It's your tool to shake the negativity out of your life and get a good, clear, positive view of all of the good things in your life, the things that bring you happiness, the things that put a smile on your face. Be sure you spend a little time meditating and thinking on that today. Do your best to find a way to fall in love with yourself, because you got to love yourself first. If you don't love you, nobody else is going to love you. Remember, be the best you can be today. Put a smile on your face. The choice is yours, so be happy and be positive. Find a way to love yourself and spread a little love to someone else. And we'll be here again tomorrow for the Thursday edition of the Thunder Walrus Show, streaming live video and hanging out with you, hopefully to put a smile on your face and help you get through the day with a positive attitude and positive energy. Until tomorrow, have a great day and peace, Walrus Nation. All right, that kills the radio show, boys and girls. Let me get off of here, too. This will end the live video stream from the Medieval Custom Cycle Studios here in Street, Maryland. You're in the neighborhood and want to stop by, please come by. I'd love to have you hang out on air with us. If you don't want to be on camera, I won't put you on. That is an option. You don't have to be on the video YouTube deal. You don't want your boss to know you're playing hooky from work to come hang out with me. I get it. Don't worry. But come by and visit. Also, remember Medieval Custom Cycles for all your two-wheel needs. Your bike needs therapy. We want to get it fixed so you can get your therapy on it. Have a great day, y'all, and we will see you again tomorrow. Same Walrus channel. What is it? What was it when we were kids? Same bat channel, same bat same bat time, same bat station. Yeah, same Walrus time, same Walrus station. Peace, y'all.